During 2021, there was fights and literal shootings over these little boxes of cards because of how much profit could be made.
A flipper, yeah, man, they're looking to profit off that card any way possible.
I'm looking for generals! What do I got? Foot soldiers!
There is a ton of card content out there right now, both good and bad. So each week, I'm going to siphon through it and pick the best three, what I think are the top 3 card content clips of the week, and give some hobby love. Never heard of Danielson Sports Cards? We have about the same amount of subscribers, 1.11 subscribers. He posted this 2 weeks ago. It has 16,000 views. And the reason I think those views are pretty reliable is because it has 519 likes. Good for him. Now, we're going to watch the first minute together. It's a 13-minute video, so if you want to watch the rest and you're intrigued, I do think some of his topics are interesting. And the other thing is he's only been in the hobby so long. So for someone like me who's thought about cards for 30 years and collected when I was a little kid, it's good to see where some of the newer people in the hobby's head is at. And so I have a little argument with him in his first minute. Other than that, I think it's really good. It's done well, and we'll watch the first minute together.
I have been flipping and investing in sports cards for a full year now. And while I'm nowhere near an expert or kind of sports card guru, I have learned a ton of things. In this video, I'm outlining my top 10 things I've learned and things I wish I knew starting in sports cards. Number 1, the hobby is the business for a lot of people. Let me explain. So there's a sports card spectrum. On one end of the spectrum, you have your collectors. These are people that they collect the cards because they love the cards, they love the teams, they love the players, they love the sets. As someone who wanted to have a little side business,
that kind of is me most of my life. I love the cards. We've mainly moved away from sets, and of course, if you can buy something and get rid of it later to continue your collection journey, well, that's totally normal.
I had wrongly assumed that 98% of the market is just these collectors. What I didn't realize is on this end of the spectrum, you have not only card shops and established brick and mortar businesses, but you also have flippers. And these are people like me that are trying to run a little profitable business. For a lot of people, that's the hobby. That's the exciting part. And there are people all the way in between the spectrum. So I learned very quickly that a lot of people in the hobby, I would argue maybe half the hobby, are these flipper types of personalities, types of people. And that's also not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. The more people in the hobby, the better. The more buyers, the more sellers, the more buzz, just in general, all good stuff. Okay, number 2. So if you're like me and you want to have...
So if you want to watch the rest of that video, feel free. I'll leave this link in the description below. Again, this video did very well for him. Now, where I disagree with his first point there is that if 50% of the hobby is flippers, that's where we're finding the disconnect. Some people, especially with this cleaning card topic right now, and Kurt's Card Care and other companies like it, is like a flipper, yeah, man, they're looking to profit off that card any way possible, and a lot of them don't have the love of the card, or they're not the ones spending the 20 grand, 50 grand, 700, whatever the case is, to own that card and love it. And the person that is doesn't, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe you don't care if you're the collector that someone is, but I do think that this newer generation of thinking is making it more acceptable to clean cards or alter or make some manipulation to cards. I'm not working on my cards, I'm not doctoring cards, but he made a good video here. He has other topics: the right and wrong cards, hype drives value, timing the market, buying and selling in person. So he has some good topics in his videos.
Well, I've just got they just sent me up a case here to show. We're going to give everybody an entire case of cards. An entire case. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
The next content creator and video I want to highlight is by Trike415 Sports Cards. I've been following him now for 3 or 4 years. He used to play basketball overseas. He's tall, either in Taiwan or an Asian, Southeast Asian country. I'll put a video. I met him at really briefly at a card show here in Las Vegas. But this video did well for him, 28,000 views, and I think some of his videos are hit and miss. But recently he's had, I don't know if you can see this, but he's had some good quality content, and it shows in his number of subscribers, 25,000. I put that the middle to high for the niche. And this video got 28,000 views. Let's watch the very beginning, and then we'll fast forward a bit of the ways in. And if you want to check out how he did the ending, I'll leave the link in the comments or description.
I'm outside Target right now because today we're going to be searching every retail store in the area to see if we can find some sports card packs and then make some profit. During 2021, there was fights and literal shootings over these little boxes of cards because of how much profit could be made. Things aren't quite as crazy today, but I think there's still profit to be made, so we're going to give it a try. Let's go.
They actually do a really good job with this video. I enjoyed it. I thought it was well put together, well produced, time, love put into it. Again, I'll let you, I'm not going to fast forward any further. If you want to check out how they did and the production value yourself, go and watch it.
I'm coming in.
The man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
This man is a psychotic.
So he's great. Shut up!
In this box, I'm collecting every single NBA basketball player's rookie card to ever play. Hall of Famers, they get slabs.
Change of direction by Bryant. Slam dunk.
Here are a few of my favorites in the collection. Yao Ming next to, I just love the action figure paired with. And I do this on Facebook every day. I release one rookie card, or sometimes it's not every day. Maybe it's like every other day or a couple times a week. Here we have, yep, that's right, white chocolate. I think it just fits perfectly. And just a great card. And next up we have, this is Big Boy Capri from Dick Tracy. I think these action figures are really cool because that's Al Pacino, and you can clearly tell, and I think the card is fitting. Shaquille O'Neal, again, Hall of Famers. I'm trying to get in slabs, and this is not bad. A PSA 9, you can go get a rookie card of one of the best big men ever to play for probably under 20 bucks.
What's the matter? You bums forgot how to kill people? Doesn't your work mean anything to you anymore? Have you no sense of pride in what you do? No sense of duty? No sense of destiny? I'm looking for generals! What do I got? Foot soldiers! I want Tracy dead!
Last content creator I want to give a shout out to this week is Scotty B Cards. He puts together really well done baseball videos. It's clear he is a huge baseball fan. He knows his stuff, and it's clear he's also a huge sports card, or more importantly, baseball card collector. He's not trying to push anything on you. He's not trying to sell anything, and his videos are smart and high quality. We're going to take a look at the first couple minutes of this video. I'll give my input at the end, and well, here we go.
Hey guys, it's Scott with Scotty B Cards, and in this video I want to talk about pitchers and why they are such a tough buy right now. So pitchers historically have never been as collected as hitters. We can see this basically across all generations. Even like the top tier pitchers don't really live up to price as the top tier hitters. Of course, there may be an exception or two, but it's kind of what we've seen historically. And right now, we are in a situation where we have not seen many players actually debut in like the last decade that people want to collect. And we're seeing all sorts of pitchers. Garrett Cole got injured, and we're just seeing it become a very common thing with the emphasis on velocity and spin rate. It just seems like pitchers just can't be healthy. They don't have a great longevity and peak anymore. So I wanted to look at pitchers as a whole, describe who they are in the hobby, and if there's any hope for them, and like how we can approach their cards. So let's talk about the reasons why people don't like pitchers. I kind of already discussed it, but injury risk is huge. We can see all of these pitchers at one point in the hobby were massive. They were massive players. People wanted their cards. Their cards were going for a ton of money, and they all basically fell off in some capacity. Players like Felix Hernandez still can make the Hall of Fame. Madison Bumgarner technically could as well because of like his postseason performance. Do I think either of them will? I think Felix has a much better chance than Bumgarner, but we'll have to see. So they only play once every 5 to 6 days. That's another issue with pitchers, right?
So we'll pause it there. If you want to watch the rest of this video, I'll put the link of all 3 of the videos below in the comments or description. And I just love how Scotty B Cards lays it out. I like his pacing, and I just think he's very thoughtful in his videos. It's really good knowledge. Every week, I'm going to highlight the best 3 videos or content creators I think had a good week, and look out for your video to be on there. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Let's help the channel grow. Recently just hit 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching.
Red.
Spell red.
Go ahead. Beetlejuice.
Spell red.
No, you go first, Beetle. You spell it.
L-E-I.
All right.
Spell C.
All right, you spell red now.
R-E-D.
There you go.
That's right. Grandpa taught you everything.
Grandpa taught you it all, man.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, a.k.a. Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.